Oh no, showing my goods too early. What's up, Mead Man here? And today I have a little sad story. I had a little Mead, was talking to me, and he was like, "Oh, I want to be a beer so bad, but I can't because I'm a Mead." And I was like, it's all right. We'll dress you up for Halloween, all right? We'll dress you up as a beer for Halloween. So this is how we're going to do it, all right? Let's give you the lowdown. I'm going to make this little Mead into a big stout. A big stout? How? How are you going to do that? Well, since you asked, I'm going to use blackened honey. And how I'm going to do that is I'm just going to throw that bad boy on the stove. I'm going to cook that up, 5 pounds to be exactly. I'm going to cook that up while stirring until it gets caramelized and then gray smoke starts bubbling out of it, right? And after that, it's going to get messy. I'm going to throw some water, or specifically, 1 gallon and 112 fluid ounces of coffee. What do you mean, coffee? Why? That's no reason. Well, I want the color of the coffee to keep it like a black, consistent color. But also, it might give a good flavor. I don't know. I'm just dressing this meat up for Halloween. It doesn't have to taste good. It just needs to be safe and cool and wicked awesome. You know what I mean? I'm saying you know what I mean a lot. All right. But Jack, not Jack, Mead Man. That's my name. But Mead Man, how are you gonna make it have like that head and foamy coolness? Well, since you asked, flaked wheat. Flaked wheat is not a malt, but it is what is used in brewing to make that, get that foamy head that beers have. And I don't know why, but I've never seen a mead with a like foamy head. So I'm gonna use this bad boy. Technically, it's not a braggot because this is gonna be a bochet or brochet or brochette or bochette, whatever the name is. But it's not gonna be a braggot, a beer mead, because this is not an actual malt. It is not done in the way to make it a malt, so technically it won't be a braggot. And there won't be enough to make it a braggot, or there won't be fermentable sugars from this to make it a braggot. There might be a little, but not much. So this is just going to be like an experimental bochet, you know what I mean? Anywho, I'm not going to record how I'm going to do this because it might get messy and I don't have the facilities for it. But I'm going to round back here with the final product before I put the yeast in. And I'm going to get this bad boy cooking up. Right? Oh, I might add a little fermented O though, because, you know, little nutrients always helps. But I think we are cooking good looking. Yeah, I think we're all good. So I'm gonna go do that business. Hopefully I don't come down here drenched in a bunch of stuff. Safety glasses. Like, you know what I mean? Safety glasses. But it's gonna be, I believe it'll be good, hopefully. I don't know. But we'll go see. We'll go see. Alright? I'll be back.
Let me tell you how it went. You need protection. You need gloves, glasses, everything when you're dealing with this honey, because I put 5 pounds of honey in there and it took forever to cook down, but I got it down and it splattered everywhere. Cleaned it up already, but I cleaned it up and I got the end result.
My mic is not cooperating with me, so I'm just gonna have to deal with it. I'm gonna speak louder. We are 2 weeks into fermentation, and this is what we have. Very beautiful, right? I have a lot more energy now since I didn't work on that brochette all night, or this mead right here, this mead. I have it right next to me. I'm not gonna pick it up up here. Let me tell you about it. Smells far away. You get flowers, you get coffee, but you also get some flowers with it, right? Rich coffee grounds when you get right up in there. Ooh, hold up. like a peach, like fruity peach smell. Yeah, you get like a fruity peach smell, which awesome. I didn't even think that could happen. Anywho, let's get a little taste. Sweet. I get like a sweet right away, but that's just because the gravity we started at was 1.037 and we're at 1.027, which I need to change that too. But you get sweet. You get that coffee. Then you get like a good body afterwards. Like it stays with you for a couple of seconds, which is very nice. I like that. And you stay with the flavor with this, which is just nice. Nice, if I can pronounce. Anywho, things that we need to change for our secondary right now is I want to change that color. That color needs to go. We had a stalled fermentation, so I thought we were going to have to use a different yeast, but I just shook it up and degassed it, so we're all good on that. But this color needs to change. I'll tell you how in a sec. What else? We got coffee flavor, which is a stout, but we don't got a chocolatey flavor either, which I can change color and add that chocolatey flavor with some cocoa nibs, which I got right here. Cocoa nibs is basically just the unprocessed cocoa bean and chocolate. So I think that'll give a good dark chocolate flavor that stouts have. What else? It'll darken this color, which needs to happen because I want that dark color. And I want more alcohol because 1.037 is not a good amount of alcohol in it. So I believe I'm going to add 3 pounds of honey to this. And after that, fermentation's good. I might add a little more yeast nutrients just to boost it a little bit more, but right now I think we are good. So 3 pounds of honey, and then 8 ounces of cocoa nib is going to go into the secondary. We're going to check back in about 2 more weeks, see if we're done fermenting. If we're done fermenting, good. If we still don't have the gravity we need, or it didn't ferment to them dryness that I really want, we're going to make some changes. We're going to add EC 1118, but if not, after that, we're going to carb this bad boy. We're going to make this all carbonated and have the foam, which I hope so much there's going to be a foam to it. That'd be awesome. That'd be wicked cool. Pinkies up. Yeah, that's very good right now. I just need to lose the sweetness. Sounds weird adding more honey, but I need to lose the sweetness. Gravity. I just need to know, not gravity, the pH. Just a guess around what the pH is looking like right now. We are at around 3. That's all I need to know. Yeah, I think cocoa nibs is what we should add. Let's add that in there. 8 ounces each of these bad boys. Well, 4 ounces each of these, 8 ounces in total. Yeah, 2 weeks I think would do this good. So let's add these in. Very rich dark chocolate smell. This is like a wicked thing to smell. I love these things. They do not taste like chocolate that much. It's just an unsweetened version. We'll get a little bit of sugar from this too in our fermentation, so that's pretty good. But I took a gravity. We're at 1.027, which is wicked cool. And I'm hoping to get a little bit higher. I want to get this at least above 6% alcohol. I think 3 pounds will do that. I don't know. I'll do the calculations after when I take the gravity. But so far we got the cocoa nibs in. Dang, this honey is on there. What's going on with this bad boy? Alright. Dang. Oh. There we go. Shoot. Rude. Rude, honey. I'm going to put this cap slightly on, and I'll be back in a sec. I'm going to warm this up. Honestly, you don't even need to sit for this part, so I'm probably going to skip around, and you'll see me in a bit. All right? It has been, technically, a month and 2 weeks. Sorry, I still don't have the mic, but it's been a month and 2 weeks, realistically, is when this finished up. But I also had to take a little bit of time to carbonate it, so I'm just going to put this down here for a sec. And I'm going to bring this up. Alrighty, I'm going to put this slanted this way, because we got to go over the information. I'm going to go what I'm going to be looking for in this when I pour it. First, let's go over what I want to see first. I want to see head retention quick. I want to see that so bad because I hope that flaked wheat, the only reason we put flaked wheat into this brew is because, into this mead, is because I want that head retention. So, we'll have to look for that. I want a coffee flavor. I want that, that chocolate. And then I want a maltiness. I don't know how I got the maltiness. But oh wait, I forgot to tell y'all something. I tasted it when it was uncarbonated, and it had this fruity kind of first flavor that was just there, and then it went into a coffee and chocolate, which the stouts are usually known for. So I added a little magic into it. I added not too much, about 1.1 fluid ounce of molasses to 4 ounces of the stout, because the color wasn't there. 2, it needed a little sweetness, but I couldn't add too much sweetness because I also needed a whole bunch of more of a body to the mead. So I added some molasses, just a bit, just to darken it up, body, also give other good flavors. But I don't know how it's going to turn out, so let's get a little check on how this is doing. Don't mind it leaking everywhere. Oh my god. Oh my god. It has head retention. Look at that. That's a whole bunch of foam. Oh my. Let's get some more light on. Just because. Look at that. Oh my god. Awesome. I'm going to put this back down. But did you see that? Look at that. That is sick. Oh my god. We have head retention. Oh, and it's staying there for a bit too. Oh my god. Alright, color though. I wanted a black color. I forgot to say about that. I wanted a black color. This isn't a black color. It looks like an amber or red ale. But color, no one really cares about color that much. If you look, hold up. Dark. Ooh, no. Everyone really just cares about the taste. So let's see if this tastes like a stout mead. Like a stout, not a mead. Ooh, does have a bit of fruitiness on the smell, but I think that's just the honey. Oh, I'm excited. I'm so excited. First taste. Very light. That's from the carbonation, but I'm okay with that light kind of flavor. That might be also just because it's a mead. I really wish I could put this on nitro, so all that head would be all the way up here and be wicked cool, but it's still at a good carbonation level to where it gives head retention, which a mead usually does not. It has that seltzer kind of look where there's no foam on top. It's just straight, just bubbles. That's all. But If I were to do a blind test of this, I would think this is a stout. I'm being so serious on this. The only difference that would make it not be a stout is the lightness that it has. And maybe I can just, next time I blacken honey a bit more, I might add molasses in the first steps. I don't know how that react to it, so I'd have to research it a bit, but this is so close tasting to a stout. If you were to put this in a line of stouts with one of them being a mead and other ones being stouts, they wouldn't think this would be a mead. They'd just be like, oh, that's a lighter stout, but that tastes very good. All right, I'm getting too excited. This is stunning, stunning, beautiful. Chef's kiss. This is awesome. Oh my god. All right, let's do okay, I'm gonna stop getting excited. Let's do a comparison. Not a comparison. Let's break down the flavor. Let's go. Fruity flavor, chocolate, coffee. You get some bitterness too. You get some bitterness from the coffee, a bit of fruitiness. You get that chocolate. You get that coffee forefront. It comes to you. It sticks on your tongue, which usually I've seen with coffee mills that the flavor sticks to your tongue, so it's not drinkable like a beer. But mead is better, and more people would like this more than beer because mead is better. This is almost like it has sort of like a Neapolitan ice cream kind of flavor too, which, hey, I'm all for that. I'm not bad. That's not bad at all. No, but this is a stout. If someone had put this in front of me and said that's a stout, I'd be like, well, that's a weird ass color. Why would I? What stout looks like this? And then just be like, try it, and I'd be okay. Oh my god, it's a stout. Whoa, wicked cool, awesome. Oh, I'm happy about this. This has gone so well. There bubbles sitting on the side. Oh my god. This is stunning. I am proud of this. This is awesome. Look at this. It's a stout. Ah, it's so cool. Wow. This is awesome. Oh my god. Whew. Alright. I'm gazing at it too much. Let's get to it. Next time what I do, I'd blacken the honey a bit more. I'd blacken a certain amount of the honey to a point where it's really dark, and then the rest of the honey, I'd have it normal instead of just this caramel kind of honey that I made, because this color is not what I'm liking, and I would add more of this, but that'd add too much sweetness, and that bitterness would be gone, the fruitiness would be gone, which I'm all for. That's why I added it in the first place, but it needs more color. The flavor is on point. There's nothing I can do with the flavor, and when I darken the honey and blacken the honey, it's gonna change the flavor a bit, but I think it's just gonna be more malty and stout like. So those caramel flavors will come through a lot more. Which caramel flavor isn't a bad thing in a stout. I don't think. I'm not a beer fanatic. I'm a mead man. Yeah, mead man. Yeah. All right, that's enough. Thank you for watching. This is the stout mead, about 6.5% alcohol, if I didn't already say that, but this is awesome. I would recommend trying this if I'm actually going to put the recipe in the comments, because I keep forgetting, so. All right, see ya. Thanks for watching.